Hi everyone, it's Marie Rogers here, sales strategist and coach, and welcome to today's Sales on Fire live training. If you are joining us live, say hi. If you are watching the replay, then say hi too. I'd love to hear from you. Today we're going to deep dive into one of the most common mistakes that I see, not just in the coaching industry, but in all service industries when I work with them offline as well as online. And one of the first things that I usually go in and have a look at. And what is that? That is the Band-Aid effect. Okay, so first things first, what is the Band-Aid effect? The Band-Aid effect is literally where you are showing up and telling people how to solve the problems right away. So literally it is where you try and cram in all of the coaching to resolve an issue before someone's even working with you. And that is not possible, okay? So literally what you're doing is somebody has a pain, a huge challenge. It could be, in my case, they've got no clients. And what I'm doing in a live is trying to say, this is exactly how you can get all your clients. First of all, it's not possible. And second, I'm actually creating a Band-Aid effect. I'm literally putting a Band-Aid over a gaping wound, and then people are walking away with false expectations. We'll deep dive into that further. And the question I've got to ask you is, are you also falling into the trap of offering a Band-Aid in the hope that it's going to turn into paying clients for you? And actually all you're doing is turning clients away because they don't appreciate the value, the true value of what they've got. They just get a little snippet and they think that's it. Okay, so why do we do this? Why do we as coaches, and I've done it in the past as well, do not get me wrong, and each and every time that I've done it, I've fallen flat on my face and I have then reminded myself about why I don't do it, okay? So why do we actually offer and what is it again? Now let me explain a little bit more about the Band-Aid effect. It's where you deep dive into how to resolve somebody's problem too quickly. So for example, you could be on a call or you could be on a live, and what you have is somebody has raised an issue, a challenge that they're actually facing. And as soon as they say that they have a challenge or a pain in a particular area, you immediately jump into solution mode and you start telling them how they can resolve it, okay? And they're quickly taking notes and they're quickly taking tips and they're like, gee, thanks very much. Think about this on calls. How many times have you did this? Oh, I've got this problem. Oh, wait a minute. This is how you can resolve it. Okay? And they're sitting taking notes and they feel amazing. They're like, oh, geez, great. Thank you so much. And then they toddle away and they haven't bought from you. And you're completely frustrated because you're like, oh my God, why didn't they buy from me? Well, you gave them a Band-Aid and they thought the Band-Aid was literally your entire solution, and off they trotted. And then when they put into, they might use some of your tips and it might work a little bit, but it won't work in general. It won't solve their pain, really. It's the tip of the iceberg. So now what they think is that you don't actually have the solution to their problem. Think about that, okay? So whatever solution you give, that is how people will rate you. That is how they will value you. So if you only give a snippet or a ticket, as I call it, and they don't know that's all that it is, then they're going to assume that's it, okay? And they're not going to buy from you because they won't value you, all right? So how do you stop this? How do you stop doing it? And when it shows up is particularly in discovery calls or these free market research calls or free coaching calls where you're offering that you're going to solve somebody's problem and you come on and you feel driven to do that, okay? Right, fine to do it, fine to offer value, but you have to ensure that people understand that this isn't a true and full resolution. That they actually know that what they're really getting is the what and the why and a few tips on how. It's literally like the tip of the iceberg. And if people don't recognize that, they're going to assume that you've given them everything that you have in your arsenal, and you haven't, Okay, so what you want to do in order to avoid the band-aid effect is go into what and why. You can deep dive into that. That's great value. You're exploring what the problem is, what the impact is, how it's showing up. You can explain why there's a solution and why it's showing up, you know, so you can look at the symptoms and the causes. But when it comes to resolving it, and you start getting into the how during a live like this, or during a call, without explaining, this is just a quick tip. This is literally just the tip of the iceberg. It's something that can quickly satisfy you. It's a bit like giving you a Mars bar instead of a dinner. You feel full for a little while, but you don't feel full for long, okay? And it's a bit like this Facebook Live. You'll get some insights, you'll get some great tips, but it is not going to get you to where my clients get, which is 0 to like 5 figures in a month. It's not, because literally you need more time than that, all right? So what I'm looking at is, when you're looking at the how, the question that you're going to be sitting there asking, going, got that, Marie, but how much is enough? What do I give? When do I know that it's enough? Which is a great question, okay? And it's a question that I get asked by every single one of my clients. How do I know that it's enough, all right? Well, you know it's enough by, first of all, you ensure that they've got clear expectations. This is just a tip. This is some direction, it's a little bit of momentum, but it isn't truly where we're going to resolve your issue. If you want to do that, we can deep dive further. However, here's a couple of tips to build momentum, and then you can go into some of the how. And how I would do it is give, 1, 2, 3 tips on how to do it. Maximum of 5. Because any more than that in a very quick situation is just too much. I usually stick between 1 and 3 quick tips that they can actually go, even 1. Here's one quick tip that you could actually go and do. It's going to resolve this little bit, but it's not going to resolve all of this here, okay? So that people have got very realistic expectations of what you can and can't do, and understand that you do have value, but there's a lot more value being kept back that they then have the choice to explore with you and see if you're a good fit to work together or not. But at least they're not walking away thinking that you've given them everything when you literally have given that much on what you could actually do for them. Make sense? Have you fallen into that trap? I'd love to hear from you, because I can say honestly, hand in heart, that I have, and there are times where I still do it, where my desire to help everyone, and that's why we do it, and my desire to help everyone and stop people struggling with sales, I really want everybody to succeed. And when I jump in too much with too many hows too quickly, or I literally stop people being able to truly resolve the situation, because they walk away with tips thinking it's a full resolution. All right, so let me hear from you. Do you think you fall into that trap? Would you like more details on how to have calls that don't end up in clients walking away from you, and not buying from you? Type yes in the comments, guys, because there is some magical stuff coming up that is genuinely going to blow your mind. And what is this based on? The full 1.5 years that I've had on this online world, and the clients that I've taken from ready to give up their business and haven't sold to consistent sales every single month and predictable income. Well, an income with an outcome. So if you're interested in getting more tips, absolutely fine. Show up, but they are tips. You're interested in resolving the entire issue, and you literally want to get consistent clients every single month, and you want it quickly, because most of my clients are actually getting sales from no sales to sales, and I'm talking plural, in the first month, just by doing my system. So if you want to find out more about that, reach out to me. It's up to you. Your business is doing as well as what you are. So that's the truth. Because here's the thing. If you play at business, business plays with you. So if you're playing at your business and it's not bringing in the results that you're wanting, then what you've got to ask yourself is your business now playing with you? Because it's a mirror, all right? Okay, so I'm going to wish you all well. I'm going to actually tell you to have the best week ever. And I'm going to look forward to the comments from the people that are ready to have the best business that they can have that is bringing them in consistent clients. And in the meantime, if you're just sitting here and you just actually want some tips, that's okay too. But let's be honest, the tips aren't going to fully resolve all the issues, but they can give you some momentum. So let me know, are you looking for tips or are you looking for a full resolution? Are you ready to really take your business to the next level? Are you ready to get, you know, a system that is literally like a high ticket system for high paying clients to show up in your diary every single month and say yes? If you are, then pin your ears back, because over the next week or two, you're going to find out exactly how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to let you go. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Now I'm looking for how to turn this off. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.